2014 and last day of the month, and next week I'll be talking to you in February. So, what did we do this week? Well, as far as releasing anything, I released in the Advanced Voice Course Step 50, which was for the ladies. And it's the same thing that we did for the guys. It is the major, Mixolydian, Dorian minor, major pentatonic, minor pentatonic, or blues scale, either way you want to call that. Then the natural minor, harmonic minor, and the jazz melodic minor scale. All in female range now to vocalize the descending scale so you can start to get the air pressure in the right place while you're vocalizing all of these very separate, minute little changes between a major scale and a Mixolydian scale. Like, for example, between the major scale and the Mixolydian scale, there's really the difference between coming down to the major seventh or coming down to the minor seventh. And just changing that one interval changes two positions in the scale without getting all technical about it. For you, you don't have to worry too much about any of that. You just have to vocalize to the scale pattern. That's what you should do. Now, for the musical tip of the week, last week I talked about taking a scale pattern, do-dee-do-dee-da-da-dum, that's like 1, 5, 3, 8, 5, 3, 1, taking that pattern on the keyboard and vocalizing through your chest up into your, over your first bridge for the male voices, and for the ladies, chest on up to the top of the second bridge is the way I like to start working with my female voices. And the reason why is, of course, I'll take you over the second bridge up into the third bridge, even if you even understand what I'm talking about right now. But I like to just look for that evenness. Now, that brings me to this week's tip, and that is when you're singing different vowels like A, O, E, A, U, any of those sounds, as you're moving from one vowel to another on the same pitch, like U, O, A, E, A, E. Get in front of a mirror and see if you are keeping your mouth position basically the same. You don't really need to do lots of things with your jaw. Example, people who are doing things like U, O, A, E, A, E. I'm exaggerating, of course, but point being, if your mouth is moving too much as you move from one vowel to another on a single vowel, or when you're actually vocalizing to an arpeggio like I was just speaking about, you still may have some problems. You want to look for the evenness and the sameness in all of the sounds. The same narrowness. U, O, A, E, A, E. U, O, A, E, A, E. You want to look for evenness and equalness in mouth position even. So, U, O, A, E, A, E. When I'm doing that, what I feel more going on is more what my tongue is doing inside my mouth and how everything is coming out off the back of my throat. U, O, A, E, A, E. E, A, E. E, A, E. E, A, E. You know what I'm doing? I'm showing you the position of my tongue as I sing those different vowels. What I'm not doing is I'm not going U, O, A, E, A, E. Of course, nobody does it that much, but just to get the point across. Some people may vocalize sort of like ooh, oh, and drop the jaw, oh, a lot for that, oh. Well, you get a bigger sound, but if you try to vocalize that way up through your bridges, you're going to break. When you get up to certain points, you're not going to be able to handle it that way. You're looking for this smooth and even approach, both in mouth position as well as attack, how hard you're hitting the notes, the volume you're hitting the notes, that you're not hitting any one note harder than any other note. Another little exercise you can do to work on a blend is take and put it in front of various vowels like oo, o, e, pardon me, and a, like oo, e, e. See what I mean? Ooh, O, I, ah, I. And what am I doing? I'm just working on blending and hearing the sound coming from an into any of the other vowel sounds, but keeping everything blended. Now, those changes happen so fast when you're really singing a song that it's not even within your conscious mind or the listener's conscious mind. But to practice these, this is something you can drive around and do. Just work out the evenness on one particular note and then move it up half a step, no matter where you're at in your pitch, any comfortable place. Like, oh, oh, and then go, oh, 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 or in more of a stream. Oh, oh, I, I, I. Oh, I, oh, I, I. Just doing that and feeling the muscles and everything staying relaxed and keeping everything the same. So, fun tip, because you can do this when anywhere. You can use it as a warm-up even before you go on stage. I like to do little lip rolls and tongue trills and hums first. Just so I can go comfortably with air pressure balanced the right way through my bridges, and then add the concept of bringing ooh, oh, e, and a into it. Ooh, oh, e, a. Ooh, oh, e, a. Then put an in front of it. Oh, e, a. All of those things, because you can feel your tongue working. This is something that's more that you feel. Anyway, there's a quick tip for you and something fun to do while you're doing other things. So, see you guys in February.